Hey there guys, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. Luke here, and I'm here to bring you another, by my lonesome unfortunately, another Warcry battle report. Still in lockdown in the UK, so I'm doing what I can to still give you guys entertainment week on week. But this week is our monthly voted for faction face-off by our Patreon members. So if you want to get involved with that, you're free to do that. You can go through the link in the description below, ready to do next month's, and get involved with the members, with the membership. But this month, our members, it was an awesome matchup voted for, Skaven versus the Unmade. So I've thrown it down for you guys. It's going to be awesome. I've got some new Skaven models to try out for this game. So they're going to be thrown into the mix as well. Looking forward to that. So I hope you enjoy this one, guys. Please make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new. There'll be plenty more Warcry to come, as always. And please do make sure to leave comments below the videos. It really helps move our videos forward, push them on, get them more noticed in the world of YouTube and whatnot. It's just the way the algorithm works and things. So if you guys can leave comments, big up. And I always like to chat to you guys in the comments anyway. Let me know your thoughts on the game, the factions, things like that. But enjoy the game, guys. I'll see you there. Alright then, here we go. We've got the two warbands for today's game. We've got the Skaven on the right and the Unmade, should I say, on the left-hand side. So a couple of nice new warbands we haven't had for a while and some new models in there. But the Unmade, it's a while since we've had a Chaos-specific warband on for Warcry, which is, I guess, what the game is centered around in the 8 points. So nice to have the Unmade back, voted for by our Patreon members. So thanks so much, guys. I'm loving the matchup idea. The Blissful One leader, obviously, at the front. It's the standard box set that you get for the Unmade, so there won't be any surprises here. You've got the Joyous One on to the left of her, that's the second in command. You've then got 3 Awakened Ones with pole arms, with brutal pole arms there in the middle, just in behind. You've then got 1 Awakened One with a flail, just down at the back right there, and then along the edge here you've got 1, 2, 3 of the Ascended ones. Be interested to see how the Unmade do today up against the Skaven. And the Skaven today, at the front there, they're actually going to take 2 hero models, which should be interesting. So at the front there you've got a Claw Lord, and then there's going to be a second hero choice here to the right of the Claw Lord, who's going to have the leader rune mark, but not going to actually be my official leader. That's going to be the Claw Lord. But the Greyseer here is going to be the second hero choice, so should make it interesting to have 2 heroes in there for a mix of abilities and things. And just in behind there, I'm taking 3 more of the new, again, as I did in the a while back. If you want to check it out, I did a Catacombs game with these 3 where I introduced them, and they're really nice. I like their new ability. So that will be 3 of the Plague Censer Bearers. They've got their own triple ability, which is quite nice, the 3 green ones there. And then I've got 2 standard Clan Rats with Rusty Blades and shields there in the middle, just to round out the list a little bit. But then 2 new Warp Fire Throwers with the range 8 sort of shooting cannon things that they have. So they shoot the Warp Fire out at their enemies, and because it's got no minimum range in it, they can be in combat as well. They're still quite squishy, so I'm interested to see how they do. Also, before we do actually move on here, I have done the battle groups for each side. So we've got Dagger, Shield, and Hammer there for the Unmade. We've then got Dagger, Shield, and Hammer there for the Skaven list, should I say. So sorted out the battle groups. Let's get into showing you the scenario and the table setup. Alright then, so the scenario for today, we're going to go from the Warcry Tome of Champions 2020 again here and keep moving through some of the scenarios in the book. And I thought today, you know what, let's go with Kill and Maim. Let's go with a bit more of a killy scenario today. Both sides are capable of some damage output. So the victory condition, as you can see, those are where your that's your deployment. So daggers on both sides here, not coming in until battle round 2 onwards. And both sides have the same number of models in each dagger, so it should make the game nice and even actually. And then that's your kind of deployment setup there, which we'll roll off for priority in a moment. But victory condition, at the end of each battle round, each player adds up the wounds characteristic of the fighters in their warband that were taken down that battle round. The player with the lower total scores 3 victory points. In addition, a player earns 1 victory point when the enemy leader is taken down, and 1 victory point each time all the fighters in an enemy battle group are taken down. Really nice, okay, and then battle ends after 4 battle rounds. Player with the most victory points wins. The terrain card that I've drawn out randomly here is, as you can see, and that's the way up it'll face. I'll place that as it is on the table now once I've finished taking you through these. The twists, as always, I'm going to flip out 3 and then choose the best one for the 2 sides. because otherwise it could be a bit much. So Eerie Silence, Twist has no effect. Rampaging Beast, that's one of the ones where you get the Chaotic Beasts in, and then Rainstorm of Gairan for Healing Rains. I think for this battle I'm going to go for the Healing Rains. Seems quite cool, so on a double you can remove damage. Seems like it could be really handy for this kind of battle and really interesting. So we're going to be fighting in Gairan with the Skaven versus the Unmade, and you can use a double to heal. Table setup is complete. We've got the ruins directly down either side of the board here. We'll do a priority roll-off. I've set the deployment points ready as well for the deployment we've got for this game type, for maim and kill. Kill and maim, should I say, other way around. So we're going to have the black dice as the Unmade this game, and the beige colour for the Skaven. And the Unmade will win the first roll-off for priority here. So we'll get into some deployment. Also, Unmade are going to be blue here, so they're going to deploy down the right-hand side, Skaven mostly on the left. Deployment is complete. The 2 daggers coming on from Battle Round 2 onwards are in their reserve spots, ready to come in later on. So for the Skaven down this side, that's where theirs were dropping in. They were the red deployment zones. They got Clan Rat, they've got a Warpfire Thrower and a Plague Censer Bearer. On the other side, for the Unmade's dagger, they have an Ascended one. They have Ascended one with Flail, and then they've got a Standard there with a Polearm Axe. Coming down this side, you've got the shields dropping in, which was it was the Unmade first. So you got the Blissful one and the Joyous one at the front there. The leaders, remember, are worth another point. For the Skaven, their official leader is leader hero is going to be the Claw Lord. Sorry. You've got another Ascended one there and another Polearm. And for the Skaven on this side, you've got their Claw Lord. You've got the Greyseer in behind there. He's got some range, so he's quite happy sitting back slightly. A Plague Censer Bearer and a Clan Rat. And then in the hammers, we're finally dropped the Ascended one, an Ascended one here. And then you've got another Polearm just down there. That was that deployment point. And then for the Skaven, they just had a Plague Censer Bearer and the other Warpfire Thrower in their hammer. We'll do an Unmade roll-off for initiative. They're getting a double 6 and 4 singles. Okay, so they're really pushing for initiative there this turn. The Skaven, let's see what they can get. They're getting, a triple 3. So the quad could be on for them if they wanted it, and they got 3 singles. So they could also challenge for initiative if they really wanted to. So we'll see how that goes. So the Unmade went first. They had more singles for initiative, towards initiative. They made a triple 6. They've got some good triples on the cards. And Skaven just couldn't resist going for the yes on the quad there. And they couldn't resist the quad 3. So it will remain Unmade initiative for Battle Round 1. And straight away here, I think I know what they're going to want to do. And it's going to be the Blissful one here who's going to make an 8-inch move, which does allow her to get straight up into 1-inch range on the Censer Bearer. Then it's 5 attacks for the Blissful one on 3, Strength 4, Toughness 3. And whoa, that is a good hit there. That is 2 hits and 2 crits. That is 16 damage and easily takes out the Censer Bearer there. Completely wipes them off the table. And that will be going towards, obviously, that will be 8 points towards the end there, towards their kill tally for this round already. Then before the Blissful one ends her activation, she did take down an enemy fighter and will use their triple 6 to use Vessel of Torment, which allows her to make a bonus move and a bonus attack. She's going to make a move and sit right in behind the Warpfire Thrower there, or into the side of him, and get a free attack for 5 attacks again. Could easily wipe out a second here. Strength 4, Toughness 3 again, but this time has 12 wounds characteristics, so we'll see. And that is going to be a crit and 4 hits this time. Is it going to be enough? That still equals 14 damage, and they've only got 12 health, so the Warpfire Thrower goes straight down, and that's a ridiculously good quick start by the Unmade, taking out one of the battle groups actually for the Skaven, which means they get an extra point for that, remember, when they take out an opposition battle group. The Claw Lord is going to activate here for the Skaven and try and get some revenge on the Blissful one. They need to try and deal with her early on because she is absolutely tank when it comes down to taking down enemy fighters, which is what this game is based on, this scenario. And then the Claw Lord, after one action, will use a quad 3 for Rampage. It's hard to pass on, so it's going to be a move action, And he'll move around to there to get within an inch of the blissful one and get a free attack. This is going to be 4 attacks for the Claw Lord, strength 4, toughness 4 for the blissful one. So 4s. Oh, 2 crits, that's a nice start. That's 10 damage so far, and he has an action left, so he'll do 4 attacks again. And that's a great job again. That's 2 hits and 2 crits, really getting the revenge here. She'd already taken 10, that's another 14 damage for the Claw Lord. This has been a brutal start for anybody who's tuning in here. Unbelievable, I've never seen fighters go down this quickly. Some real big damage output. It's good fun though, so the Claw Lord gets revenge. Alright, the Joyous one is going to go for the Unmade. They've got a lot slower movement, the other Unmade though, so she's just literally going to use a double move to get within an inch of the Claw Lord, ready for next round, but that's all she can really do. It's going to drop into there, ready for attacking next round. Alright, I'm going to go with the Grace here, who is going to make a move and then stay within 7 range. He's got 6 movement, but he's going to stay within 7 range of this polearm, and that will just about do it. I'll push him slightly further forward to there, so that he won't have any cover, but also that'll do it there. So within 7 range of the polearm, and I get a blast of lightning, warp lightning now out of my staff. 2 attacks, strength 3, toughness 3, so 4s. Oh, no hits though from the warp lightning there from the Grace here, which is a shame because it can do some damage, but that'll be that. We will go on to the Unmade, and they just need to start making more moves here realistically. So the polearm here is just going to go for 4 and then probably go another 4, but we'll sit just back there with 2-inch range because it has 2 inches on their weapon choice. But also cancels out the staff from the Grace here because it's minimum range 3. So that'll do the polearm. It's back onto the Skaven. And I forget that the Plague Censer Bearer does actually have 2-inch range, so we'll make moves around the back here within 2 inches of the polearm and we'll get an attack off. 3 attacks, strength 4, toughness 3, so 3s. And that's 3 hits, not bad. That is 6 damage to the awakened one with the polearm. And that's not bad at all. They do pretty good damage, all of these Skaven models. They just don't deal well with, they don't have much health. They're quite squishy, as you'd expect Skaven to be. The awakened one up top here is going to make moves and will probably just jump down and go for full 8-inch double move to get tucked into there and trap in both models there to give the polearm some distance. I also need to roll to see if he suffered falling damage from, or impact damage after jumping down from height. And does take 1 damage for a 5 there. Alright, the only one left to activate for the Skaven is the Clan Rat here, who is going to make a 6-inch move and jump straight forwards to there. And we'll be within an inch of the Ascended one here, and we'll be able to get an attack in. 3 attacks, strength 3, toughness 4 for the Ascended one, so need 5s here, and I do get a crit. And that was 3 damage from the crit against the Ascended one, who's up to 4 in total, but remains on the table for now. The only 2 activations left on the table are for the Unmade at the back, and that's just going to be double moving forwards for them, so I'll cut back to there for that. So the polearm moved forward to there and got within 2-inch range of the Claw Lord with the polearm, and the Ascended one getting straight into the thick of it with the Censer Bearer there from the other side as well. So it's a full-on bloodbath. Let's see how Battle Round 2 goes. I don't know if we'll even make it to Battle Round 4 here. But let's also work out points here for Battle Round 1. Okay, so both sides this round lost a total wounds characteristic of 20. The Warpfire Thrower is worth 12, the Plague Censer Bearer is worth 8, so that's 20. The Blissful one is worth 20 wounds, so it's 20 each. That means no victory points for either side for most wounds taken out, I guess, or most kills, most killing and maiming. And the other points available, take out an enemy leader. The Skaven took out the Blissful one. And then take out the whole of an enemy warband in that battle round. Battle group in that battle round. The Skaven's hammer got completely wiped out this turn for a victory point as well. So both sides gain a victory point for those additional secondary objectives. So it's 1-1 going into battle round 2. We'll do an initiative roll off then, and the Unmade are going to go first. Let's see what they get. They're getting that's a cock dice there. Let's see what we get. Okay, so 2 singles there. You've got a double 4 and a triple 4. Sorry, that's really good for the Unmade. And 3 singles there. All right. The Skaven, however, are going to do theirs. They're getting a triple 1, so the quad's on again for them if they want it. And 3 singles as well. So they're going to have to do a roll off here for initiative. So we'll use one of the black dice here. They're getting a 6, and the Skaven are getting A 2, okay. So the Unmade had to choose first. They couldn't resist making that quad 4 over securing initiative, which gave the Skaven an opportunity to add an extra single and take the initiative. So it will be Skaven's initiative for battle round 2, and we need to bring in our reserves now as well for the daggers on either side of the board. Okay, the Skaven dropping in on this side. You've got the Warp Fire Thrower dropping in up top there, because he's got the range. He's got 8-inch range, so he's happy up there. You've got the Plague Sensor Bearer and the Clan Rat dropping in just down there for their dagger. On the other side, the Ascended one, you've got an Ascended one with Flail, and then you've got a pole arm dropping into the right hand side there. So that is reserves dropping in. Skaven took initiative for battle round 2, so let's move on to Skaven initiative. So the Skaven will go, and it's going to be the Clan Rat leader, the Claw Lord, who's going to go straight into the Joyous one, try and deal with him. He needs to defend himself because my leader is worth points to the opposition in this game type. Also going to use their only ability this round, a 111, as a double for onslaught, so that the Claw Lord gets 5 attacks instead of 4. That's going to be 5 attacks, strength 4, toughness 4 for the Joyous one, so looking for 4s. That's a good roll again from the Claw Lord. That's 3 hits, 1 crit. That's 11 damage. He has an action left to do 4 damage to finish him off, and he's got 5 attacks still for onslaught. Needs 4 damage, and we'll get it with the 2 crits easy there. That's 10 plus the 4 there. That's 12 more damage from the Claw Lord. Nice and easy. Takes out the Joyous one. Alright, so we're going to go with the Ascended one in the middle there, who's been damaged. He's got 4 damage, which allows him to use Gift of Agony. So whenever you've taken any damage with that fighter, you can use their specific quad. Never really used this before. It's not great, but it's still good fun to try it out, and I think it could actually be fairly good. What it does basically, it gives you a free attack action for the quad. If you've taken damage, it then adds 1 attack to that attack action and plus 1 strength. So 4 goes to 5 attacks, strength 4, toughness 3, so this is going to be on 3s. That's a good roll though, that's a very, very good roll. 2-4 damage as well. That's 12 damage for the free attack action from the quad. That's not bad going. The extra dice definitely helped, I think. So the Gracier takes 12. He's got 8 health left. He's got 2 actions left yet as well. That was for free. That was just an ability. So down to 4 attacks this time. See what he can do. That's a crit. 8 damage exactly, which takes out the Gracier. This game is heated. It's so balanced. So in the balance, and that is just the first action, official action for the Ascended one as well, so he's got an action left. So we're going to go for 4 attacks again, but into the Plague Sensor Bearer on the left here. He's as weak as the Clan Rats, but can dish out more damage in their own activations. So let's go against him. It's going to be on 3s, and that won't probably kill him. That's only 4 damage against the Plague Sensor Bearer there. Alright, so I'm going to go with the Plague Sensor Bearer here. He seems to be in a bit of trouble, so we'll disengage him for 3. And he'll fall back onto the ruins there and take his damage with him. In fact, he will just drop to there, apologies, because he wants to be within 2-inch range to get an attack off against the Ascended one here, who is damaged already. It's going to be 3 attacks, strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s. Oh, he needed a much better roll than that to help the Skaven this round, and that could affect them massively. So he's done, he couldn't do anything else there. The polearm will activate for the Unmade. He's within 2-inch range of the Clan Rat, but he's not engaged with him, so he's just going to attack him before he can get to him. So this is going to be on 5s though, because strength 3, toughness 4. The Clan Rats have shields, which ups their toughness. So this is going to be on 5s. Only 2 attacks as well. Nothing from that. Second attempt, nothing either. The Clan Rat down here will make a move in and engage both of the enemy fighters there, and then will attack the polearm. 3 attacks, strength 3, toughness 3 for the polearm, so the awakened one, so let's go with it. Needed 4, so that's only 2 hits. That does 2 damage, and he's left on 2 health remaining there, the polearm. We're going to go with an Ascended one for the Unmade, and they're just going to move into there with the Ascended one there, and he's going to try and finish off the Plague Sensor Bearer, who has 4 health left. This is going to be 4 attacks, strength 4, toughness 3, so 3s. And that'll do the job. That's definitely at least 4 damage. And down goes the Plague Sensor Bearer, and I think that will give the Unmade this round a pretty good lead on wounds taken out. We're going to go with the Warp Fire Thrower, and he's going to try and see if he can finish off a couple of models in the middle, try and even things out a bit. We're going to choose to try and finish off the one with the polearm first. So I only need 2 hits here on 3s, strength 4, toughness 3. 2 crits and a hit. Probably could have done with going into the Ascended one with that for sure. That is actually 9 damage. Their crit damage is really good. So easily taking out the polearm. Down he goes. Second shots will go into the damaged Ascended one. Let's see what we can do. That's another crit for 4 damage. He's on 2 health remaining. That's tough luck. So it's all about going after the Claw Lord on this end now for the Unmade. So we've got the polearm into the Claw Lord for 2 attacks on 5s though, because strength 3, toughness 5. No hits though. Second attack action. No, nothing. Okay. And I can actually get involved here. So it's going to be over to the Plague Sensor Bearer, who's going to get within 2 range of both of these Ascended ones. But he's obviously going to try and finish off the one left on 2 wounds remaining. 3 attacks, strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s required. And 2 4s gets 4 damage and easily takes down the 2 health that the Ascended one had left. And that started to even things out again here. I don't know what the wounds points levels are for this round, but it's close. Back over to the Unmade, and the Ascended one's going to move 4 and comfortably get into the side of the Claw Lord there within an inch. It's going to be 4 attacks into the Claw Lord, strength 4, toughness 4. And needed 4s there, only got 1 hit for 2 damage. The only activation left here down this end is the Skaven clan rat. I left him till last here. He's just going to go 6-inch move. Doesn't quite get him within an inch of the Ascended one, so he's just going to probably move to the edge here. In fact, you know what? Yes, he will engage. He will engage the Ascended one because makes it much harder for the Ascended one to attack everything else around him then. So I want the Sensor Bearer to have his 2-inch range and not be locked in because he's as weak as the clan rats, as I've said previously. All right, we're going to move 4 with the flail. He's going to move in 3 to the edge and an inch forwards to get within 3 inches of the Claw Lord and get an attack off. 3 attacks, strength 3, so need 5s. And nothing. And the polearm here is also going to make moves. And he's going to go, probably just going to have to push forward twice here and try and help take on the leader. So the push forwards, double move. He's out to double move there to get to there within 2-inch range of the Claw Lord. So points for this round, 35 wounds taken out for the Unmade and only 28. So close, to be honest, for the Skaven. Plus the Skaven took out one of the opponent's battle groups. So they managed to take out the Hammer battle group, which Skaven have already lost theirs, for a bonus point for the Skaven because they took out that group, which included the polearm and Ascended one that came in from this side here. 3 points to the Skaven, plus 1 for taking out that other battle group, so they're plus 4 victory points this round. And the Unmade gained no points, so pretty brutal for them. Skaven have gone up to 5 victory points to the Unmade's 1. So we'll do an initiative roll off here. The Unmade are getting a double 4 and 4 singles. That's pretty good if they want initiative, which they may do here. A lot of their beaters have gone down though, so they might struggle this round. Skaven getting another triple to look for that quad once again this next round. And they're getting 3 singles. Alright, so the Unmade are choosing first. They have more singles for initiative. They could bank it, but I'm not entirely sure that they're going to be wiped this round, so I think they could do with making the most of it. And even though they're going to have to expend a single, they're going to make a double 6 and go down to 3 singles, so they're even with the Skaven. If the Skaven are now rolling off for initiative, because they're equal on singles, however, they're not going to spend an extra dice to try and seize it automatically. They're going to make that quad 3. It's just too hard to pass up on. Quads change the game dramatically in Warcry. And now they get a roll off to see who gets initiative. So the Unmade, can they hang on to it with a 3? The Skaven, a 3, so we'll re-roll. Skaven getting a 3 again. The Unmade are getting a 3. Keep re-rolling. The Skaven with a 5, the Unmade with a 1. So the Skaven are going to get initiative and quite easily here. Claw Lord is more than obviously going to go first. He's going to go straight into the Ascended one. With an attack action, and we'll see if we can deal with him. It's going to be strength 4, toughness 4 and 4 attacks, and the crit will do 5 damage. That's half gone. Second attack, another crit will easily take him down, so the Ascended one goes down. That's 1 kill already. I have wanted to use the Warp Fire Thrower's new quad ability, but I haven't had the value to use it kind of well. So he's just going to, I'm going to have to use the Rampage on the Claw Lord. He's too important to this mission as well. So using the quad 3, he'll make moves and he'll lock in every fighter in range to make sense to do that, so that the pole arms aren't at range. I will then use an attack and go into the pole arm at the bottom here. And this is part of the Rampage, so it's going to be 4 free attacks. See what we can get. It's going to be on 3s this time, crit and 2 hits. That is 5 plus 4 for 9 damage. I believe that the pole arm there is on 1 health remaining. Okay, the Ascended one in the middle is going to activate first for the Unmade, and is going to make a move action. And just put himself probably on this side actually of the clan rat there, and just engage the Plague Sensor Bearer, and we'll get an attack off against him. It's going to also use Onslaught to just guarantee that he can possibly take him out. They'll really need the kills this round, so that's going to be 5 attacks instead of 4 then for the Onslaught, and it's going to be Strength 4, Toughness 3, so 3s. And re-roll that one there, it's not quite that obvious. Alright, which is only 3 hits, and that will be only 6 damage, not quite enough, and that's why he tried to Onslaught there. It's going to be over to the Skaven, and the Warp Fire Thrower is going to go, and he's going to shoot into the Ascended one. 3 attacks, Strength 4, Toughness 4, so 4s. 3 crits, that is 12 damage, and outright kills the Ascended one. The luck has turned for the Skaven, and they are dominating the game now. There's an action left then for the Warp Fire Thrower, and there's nothing else to do really other than to actually move forwards. And they're quite quick still, they have 6 movements. He's going to drop straight down in behind his clan rats and things there. And then he's going to see if he takes any damage for dropping down. And doesn't, he's absolutely fine. The Unmade will go and the Flail will activate. And actually we'll go with the pole arm. He's pretty close to this half of the board as well, so he's just going to activate and hit the Claw Lord. 2 attacks on 5s, and 1 hit finally there for 1 damage. Second attack does another damage. Back over to the Skaven. The Claw Lord's taken 4 damage now in total. They are going to go with Clan Rat here, who is going to make probably a single move and try and take out that pole arm. It's going to be 3 attacks, Strength 3, Toughness 3 for the pole arm, so that is a crit for 3 damage. He only has 1 health left anyway after the Claw Lord thwomped him with the Rampage. So he goes down, and it's looking hard for the Unmade to come back whatsoever now, really. They'll just keep trying to get revenge here against this Claw Lord, and it's going to be the other pole arm. You might as well use Onslaught here for a double 6. So it's going to be 3 attacks instead of 2, and 1/4 damage. So the crit damage is actually quite good. See what he can do into the Claw Lord on 5s. 2 crits, that's what you want. That puts him up to 12 damage, and he's getting close to death now, really. Polearm's got 1 attack remaining, still has Onslaught, and that is a hit and a crit for another 5 damage. He only has 3 health left, but that is the Polearm done. They might be able to finish him before the end here. It's going to be onto the Clan Rat here, who's going to go 6 and attack the Polearm who's just been for 3 attacks. It's going to be on Strength 3, Toughness 3, so 4s. 2 crits as well, that is 6 damage. He's down to 4 health remaining. Alright, then let's see if the Unmade can take out the Claw Lord, and the Flail at the back will use his close range attack, which is slightly better, for 3 attacks. It's going to be on 5s though. If we get a crit on either of these attack actions, down goes the Claw Lord. Let's see what we get. 2 crits and a hit. That easily takes out the Claw Lord there, and down he goes. And then the Flail does have 1 attack left, so might as well do his range 3 into this Clan Rat here. And that'll be 3 attacks again, but less damage on the crits. It's going to be on 4s. Crit for 2 damage, which brings the Clan Rat down to 6 health remaining. Wasn't going to be able to possibly take him out with that single attack anyway. So it is pretty much that's worked out the game there. And the only thing that can be left to happen really, the Plague Sensor Bearer can move 6 and get within 2 range with his weapon to try and finish off that polearm. He's got 3 attacks. Let's see what he can do. 2 crits and a hit would actually do it. That takes out the polearm as well. And 1 battle round before the end, the Skaven have nearly tabled the Unmade. And they will have definitely won that round on points as well. So the Unmade would still have got a point that round to go up to 2 because they took out the enemy leader. They were also killing 1 Clan Rat away from taking out a battle group as well for the Skaven there. But they took out the enemy Skaven leader, the Claw Lord, finally, so a bit of revenge. But that game twisted like crazy. The Blissful one had a strong start, and the Unmade had some really strong points in the game, but the Skaven got a foothold and really started to cause damage to the Unmade and took them out pretty swiftly. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching that one. If you did, please do throw a like on the video, and of course leave some comments down below. It really does help with YouTube algorithm and things. It's the way it works. It boosts our videos if you can leave us comments down below. And I do like to get to chat to you guys and let you know your thoughts on the game below as well, and what you think of the new models and things for the Skaven. But until next time, as always, happy skirmishing. Hey there guys, thanks for watching the video. Please do throw a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when any new content drops. We do one battle report a week covering various skirmish games. There's also Patreon if you wish to support me and the channel, and we are trying to reach our first funding target, allowing me to go part-time and make more weekly scheduled content. You can go and sign up and show your support in the link in the description below, just like the awesome people to the left of me. Until next time guys, enjoy and happy skirmishing.